illustrating how to remove the control panel inside the fireplace. First we'll have to remove the back panel and then the top panel to access it the best way.
Okay.
Top panel will remove and then exposes the fan, heater element, and then the control board. So this is what we'll be removing today. There'll be 4 screws, 1 in each corner, and then we'll have to remove the wires coming out of each terminal here. We just got to make sure that we put them back in the same order as what they were. So some of them, if this is a red power cord, you have to make sure that these two are put in the same spot. So I'll show you when we get to that point how to do that correctly. All right, so now we'll be removing the terminals off of the control board, and we'll need a sharp object like this one to remove the terminal, because you need to go in and depress this to allow it to come off. So once I do these, I will put them on the other board to make sure that I put them in the right spot. That one came off easier than. So I'll put these in. Put that back. And then these will go in those other spots as well. So these will be removed. And also these connections here, there's 4 of them, and they're all different sizes, so you won't be able to mistake where they go into their correct spot. They just pop out. This one here, pop out pretty easily. And then one more back here, kind of hidden. And everything's disconnected, and then now we remove the 4 screws. All right, so we'll remove the 4 screws, corners, and there are some spacers underneath this to keep the panel from touching the metal. So these plastic spacers underneath right here. I tried to be careful it's easier to pull it up, pull that out, keep them sitting there so they're approximately where they need to be. It's just a little tricky to put them back in. And then put the board back on top. Where those go. And insert your screws back into there. And then you just install those back in here. All right, so once you have the screws back in, you need to replace these plugs. Connections back in there. This one here. This one. And you'll hear them and feel it click in once you put it in. And there's only one way to put them in, so you can't put them in backwards either. So, and that is how you repair the control board for this fireplace. Once we have installed the new board, replace the top, and then we'll finish up by replacing the screws in the back panel.